for proper planning of the proposed new cities of the are to benefit the economy. This was during a public dialogue on urban governance and youth participation in Uganda, organized by Cities and Infrastructure for Growth at Makerere University.
Kampala, the capital city of Uganda, is highly congested, with 4 million people said to mill around it on a daily basis. The World Bank estimates that by 2050, Kampala will be home to 12 million people. This city is both the country's commercial center as well as administrative capital, and the entire country relies on it as a source of most tradable commodities, while all arms of government are headquartered there as well. This has exerted pressure on its infrastructure, leading to the growth of slums. Decongesting Kampala is an urgent matter for the country, and so far alternative 10 cities have been proposed by government, some to be operational by 2020. They include Arua, Gulu, Jinja, Fort Portal, Mbarara, Hoima, Mbale, Entebbe, Lira, and the recent one of Masaka. According to experts, this will lead to improved livelihoods and more revenue for government.
Istanbul contributes about a third of national GDP in Turkey. Turkey's GDP is about 900 billion US dollars. So a third of that, you can see that only one region contributes a lot. So globally, cities play a very big role, and there is need for a deliberate policy by government to expand the urban space.
Dr. Kigundami Ntamale, a senior lecturer and head of Department of Architecture and Physical Planning at Makerere University, however, says the new cities need proper physical planners to achieve expected results.
I've seen that government intends to elevate these towns to city status using the Local Government Act. But the Local Government Act also focuses on rural areas, especially districts. So that might not help them much unless government comes up with a new policy like it did for Kampala to make sure that this policy sets the agenda for the new towns.
Speaking during a public dialogue on urban governance and youth participation in Uganda, organized by Cities and Infrastructure for Growth Uganda, Vincent Biendamira Atenyi, Acting Director Physical Planning and Urban Development at the Ministry of Lands and Housing, said government is developing master plans for the smooth running of the new cities.
Requirements for these cities to transition from what they are currently, municipalities, to the cities that they should be. This will inevitably involve planning them, preparing master plans for these cities, and certainly it will involve investment. So now we are working out all the requirements for planning, but also beyond planning for investment purposes.
The development is part of the government's plan to implement Vision 2040 by addressing urbanization challenges, which urban planners say comes with better infrastructure.
Involve the transport, it's involved the waste management, it involves the energy supply as well, and we have the governance itself. So the infrastructure is a major thing. Without infrastructure, without the housing which people can use, there's no way the city can develop. So definitely infrastructure is one of the key ingredients to make sure that we achieve a more sustainable and a more green city.
Professor Sabit Makar of Makerere University holds the view that the state should take care of social services to ensure inclusive development.
So where does the state need to come? Take care of some of the services: health, education, good transportation, so that it cuts the costs of the poor. That is, say, if you are sick and you go to Mulago and you get free medication, you have kept the money. If your child goes to UPE and they don't charge you, you keep the money. If you are...
A budget of shillings 130 billion was set aside for the operations of the cities after meeting all the requirements. Bernard Iga in Kampala.
The Acting Director, Directorate of Industrial Training in the Ministry of Education and Sports, Patrick Biakatonda, has started